It was supposed to be a celebration. Conor McGregor's birthday, the man who once ruled 2 UFC divisions, who strutted into every room like he owned it, was now basking in the glow of yet another year. But instead of blowing out candles, he lit a fire under the entire internet. Because on that very day, the world got an unexpected and unwanted surprise. Azealia Banks, the controversial singer with a long history of public blow-ups, dropped the kind of bombshell that even McGregor couldn't punch his way out of. She claimed he sent her explicit photos, completely unsolicited. And then, without warning, she posted them, uncensored, unfiltered, and unforgettable. But that wasn't even the wildest part. One of the photos showed something so bizarre, so absurd. It had even McGregor's most loyal fans covering their eyes. A free weight, a string, and a decision that could haunt him and his family forever. This wasn't just a scandal. This was a full-blown PR disaster, and it unraveled piece by piece in front of millions. Azealia's tweets were just the beginning. What followed was a storm of confusion, betrayal, and public shame. And if you think this was just another McGregor outburst, you're in for a surprise. Because this time, it wasn't about trash talk or cage fights. It was about something much more personal and much more damaging. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might be the most reckless chapter in Conor McGregor's career. It all started with a single tweet. No warning, no build-up. Just Azealia Banks tagging Conor McGregor and unleashing a scathing accusation. According to her, the former UFC champion had slid into her messages with something no one asked for. A full frontal photo of himself, completely unsolicited. At first, people thought it might be just another one of her internet rants. Azealia has never been known for holding back, but this felt different, and within minutes, she proved it. She posted the pictures. Uncensored, raw, and undeniably real. Twitter exploded. MMA fans were stunned. Critics pounced, and even casual observers, people who couldn't tell a rear-naked choke from a spinning elbow, were suddenly talking about one thing: McGregor's Meatgate. This wasn't just a bad look, it was nuclear. Not only because of the content, but because of the person who exposed him. Azealia Banks has a history of dragging celebrities through the mud. And this time, Conor was the one she dragged. But as shocking as the post was, what came next would turn a simple leak into one of the most absurd scandals in MMA history. One of the leaked photos wasn't just explicit, it was straight up unhinged. In it, McGregor had tied a free weight to himself with a piece of string. Yes, really, it wasn't some accident or angle. It was intentional. It was absurd, and it was a level of reckless few could believe. Fans couldn't stop asking, what was he thinking? Because if the internet never forgets, this image would become a meme that outlives his fight legacy. And that wasn't the only damage done. Through it all, one question kept resurfacing. What about Dee Devlin? She's been with Conor since before the fame, supporting him when he had nothing, even covering bills while he chased the UFC dream. And now? She's stuck watching the world gawk at her fiancé's latest meltdown. This wasn't the first scandal, not even the second, but it might be the most humiliating. McGregor didn't send this to some anonymous fan. He sent it to Azealia Banks, a celebrity known for dragging people through the mud. She's impulsive, fearless, and loves to go nuclear online. Conor even knew the risk. He literally wrote, "Don't be a rat," and she responded by posting the photo. Just days earlier, McGregor was at the BKFC press conference, acting erratic and wild-eyed. Then came beach photos of him kissing another woman in broad daylight. Now this. It looked like a weekend-long dopamine binge, and somewhere in that high, he made a decision that could ruin him. Strangely, Dee Devlin didn't speak out. In fact, she kept posting happy photos with him, even after the leak. Is she in denial, tolerant, or just used to the chaos? Some say she stays for the lifestyle. Others think she still believes in the man he used to be. Conor has 4 children, and someday they'll be old enough to Google. They'll see their father, not just the fighter, but the man who hung a weight from himself and let it leak online. The internet never forgets. And for his kids, that might be the harshest legacy of all. As the internet roasted him, McGregor didn't fight back. He blocked people. He hid. The proud, loud fighter who once reveled in attention was now silent. Maybe it was shame, maybe regret, or maybe just the start of something darker. Because if this was a wake-up call, he wasn't answering it. Conor McGregor once shocked the world with his fists. Now he shocks it with scandal. The man who once owned every moment can't seem to control any of them. Between substance rumors, public meltdowns, and now this disturbing leak, the fall is getting harder to ignore. He's not just risking his reputation anymore. He's dragging his family, his legacy, and his future through the dirt with him. And if this wasn't rock bottom, what is?